Hello, my friend, and welcome back. My name is Anne, and today I want to do a card pull for us. So let's see. Ooh, okay, so we drew the play card. And I love this card, and I think it's so fun, and I think that we definitely all need this reminder sometimes, and probably especially now, obviously especially now, or else we wouldn't have drawn this card. So it says play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. Sometimes we need to be reminded and we need to remember that life isn't that serious, that we may say like there are very serious things going on and our evolution is very serious, and yes, in a way life is very serious, but in a totally other way it's not. Like, the saying like don't take life so serious, no one gets out alive. Well, it's true. Like, I mean, granted, our souls never die, but our bodies do, and our bodies don't make it out of this life alive. So, and ultimately we are one person out of what, almost 8 billion people just on planet Earth. And planet Earth is like a huge rock spinning throughout the solar system. So how can we take anything that seriously? When you have that zoomed out perspective and you zoom out a little bit, it makes it much, much easier to put it into perspective. But what this card is telling us is to not just to not take things so seriously. It's not telling us not to care, but it is saying to find your joy, to find your own personal way of finding joy and playing and what makes you feel good. I think it's important to have a few things that you do just for the sake of doing them. For an example, I enjoy wellness things, so I enjoy meditation and my breath work, and I like those things. But I like to have a few things that I do just for the heck of it. I have like a small tongue drum that I don't try to learn any songs on it. I don't try to train myself at all. I like literally just let myself beat on this drum just for the fun of it. I like to dance. I like to, even if I sing a song in my head or I play a song, just to dance when no one's looking, like, so you don't care and you just move your body freely. It's just so freeing and it feels so nice. And we need to find a few things in life that we truly are doing just for the joy of them. You may like to color or draw or paint or horseback ride or anything. But what the universe is trying to tell us right now is that it is so important to play and to not be so serious and to find those joys in our life. Because when we all know that everything is about the present moment, so when we are in the present moment and we are in a state of joy, it raises our vibration, therefore raising the entire vibration of the planet, of every human on the planet, every being on the planet. We are all connected, we are all one. So when we are feeling joy, it is raising everyone's vibration, and it is making it easier for people to feel more joy, for people to be more awakened, for people to see through the veil. And all of those things are so incredibly important right now as we go through this evolution, this kind of like fast forward in evolution that we're going through right now. Nothing has ever happened this quickly on the planet right now. So it is so, so, so incredibly important for us to have fun with it and to just not be so serious, and to understand that God and the divine and the angels and our guides, they want us to have fun. We didn't come here to suffer. They want us to feel joy. Because if they didn't, it wouldn't raise our vibrations and it wouldn't help lift everyone up. And I know that a lot of things are going on right now, and you may say, how can I do something for the heck of it? And how can I just be in this joyful state when there's so many people suffering right now? There's so many dark and heavy things that are being lifted to the surface to be healed. How can I be in joy? How can I just cast all that aside and, play? Well, the answer to that is, if someone is miserable, you cannot help them get out of their misery by you yourself being miserable. If someone is sick, you becoming sick does not make them well. If someone is unhappy or suffering, making yourself unhappy or suffer is not the answer, and it is not the way to make them happy or to alleviate their suffering. And that's hard to swallow sometimes, because as humans, we are compassionate beings, and compassionate is co-passion. And passion, I think the root of the word actually means suffering. So compassion at its root means co-suffering, suffering together. So we do have to find that balance of compassion and understanding that you bringing yourself down does not raise someone else up. Just like bringing someone else down does not raise you up. We all raise together, okay? Once you're raising yourself up, you raise someone else up, okay? And if someone is unhappy around you, yes, maybe being a chirping, joyful bird is not exactly what they want to hear, but ultimately, you holding the vibration of happiness and joy and you being joyful will only rub off on them in a good way. You may think oh, they don't want to see that, they're so unhappy. But smiling is contagious, laughing is contagious, and let's take advantage of that, And let's not forget that sometimes our play, sometimes our joy is spreading joy to others. And it can be something so small and as something so simple as just smiling at a stranger on the street, because then that makes them smile, and that puts that smile ripple out into the universe. And how good does it feel when you do something nice and you're putting out that ripple? You don't need the satisfaction of knowing, you just have to know. So I encourage you today to find your play, find something that brings you joy, even if you can do it for just 5 minutes. I'm not saying, throw all your responsibilities to the wind and just be in joy, because ultimately that doesn't lead to joy on a higher level, because then you have the looming, responsibilities behind you. So for as long as you can, whether it be 30 seconds, whether it be 1 second, whether it be 5 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, I encourage you to do something that puts a smile on your face today, that makes you feel good on the inside, something that makes you shine from the inside. And like I said, it can be something small as making someone laugh, paying them a compliment, holding the door for someone. Don't negate these small acts of kindness, because there is a reason why they make us feel good, because they are putting out that good ripple. That is why it makes us feel good. And that, just doing something like that for the sake of doing it, can help bring you more joy than you know. But yeah, look into your hobbies, look into what you like. And if you're in a really dark place right now, if you're finding it hard to find joy in anything, don't put the pressure on yourself to have to do something for a long time or anything. Like I said, if you can do something that brings you one moment of joy, and if you're in a really dark place right now, I would advise that maybe it is an act of service that you try first. Something to help you get outside of yourself. This way you're not dwelling about like, oh, well, what is it that really brings me joy? I'm like really unhappy right now. Nothing's bringing me joy. If that's how you feel right now, even if it's a little forced, try paying someone a compliment. Try giving them a smile. Even if it's a forced smile and it's hard for you to do, try smiling maybe at a child or something like that, and see if that can help spark a little bit of joy for you. Or, you know, think about when you weren't feeling so down, what did bring you happiness and what did bring you joy. You know, do you like to watch stand-up comedy, or, you know, like a funny movie or a funny video on YouTube? Whatever it is, just try. Don't put the pressure on yourself to have to do it for a long time. Just try to find that one moment, that one spark of joy. Because, you know, spark can lead to a fire. So that is your message and my message for the day. My name is Anne from Modern Alignment. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you feel called to, you can give this video a little thumbs up and a subscribe, and I hope to see you soon.